The third and final session of Book 1 of the Tattersalls October Yearling sale saw 3 further lots break the million guineas mark to take the tally to 10 seven-figure lots for the week. It was a Galileo filly out of Grade 2 winner Quiet Oasis who headlined proceedings on the final day, when knocked down to MV Magnia and Westerberg for 2.1 million guineas, in doing so becoming the most expensive filly through the ring this week. Consigned by Baronstown Stud, the eye-catching offering was one of 15 lots by Coolmore's multiple champion sire, who ended the week as the leading sire by average price achieved.
We always felt that she was the best individual of a filly in the sale from the get-go. I saw her a couple of times in the summer and she got better all the time. I actually bought the mare from Breeding Capital when Brian Meehan trained her, and she raced for clients of mine called Paul and Zilla Redham. So I obviously had a soft spot for the family. We bought a Frankel filly earlier on in the week, lot 51, which is the same pedigree, and that was the one horse we always wanted to buy all week. So we weren't surprised that she was the sale topper.
MV Magna, thank you very much indeed, sir. 2,000,001.
MV Magnia was also the successful purchaser of the highest priced colt during the third session, when stretching to 1.8 million guineas for a Kingman colt out of fast Australian mare One Last Dance. The offering, who was bred by John Camilleri's Fairway Thoroughbreds of Winks fame, became the second seven-figure sale by consigners Hazelwood Bloodstock, who were also responsible for the 3.6 million guinea sale topping Dubawi colt on day one.
He's such a beautiful horse, a great mover and a super mind. Kingman was well known as a miler, but I think he was a very fast miler, and she was a exceptionally fast mare. So he could be a very sharp 2-year-old, hopefully, for the Coolmore guys.
Did he surpass expectations price-wise?
It's difficult to have those sort of aspirations. I mean, if you go into the ring expecting that every day, you're going to be disappointed most days. So this week has just been phenomenal for us, and we're so thankful and very grateful to everybody concerned.
The demand for stock by Godolphin's flagship stallion Dubawi saw him end the week as the leading sire by aggregate, with a total of 22 offerings selling for over 13 million guineas, including the first foal out of Group 3 winner Miss Marjurie, who sold to Godolphin for 1.1 million guineas. The filly from the family of champion older mare Soviet Song was consigned by Longview Stud, who enjoyed a standout sale when selling their only other offering, lot 413, a See the Stars colt out of Lopera, also to Godolphin for 875,000 guineas. Another Galileo filly who also proved popular during the final session was lot 493, a half-sister to Group 1 winner Garswood from Glenvale Stud, who sold to Amanda Skiffington for 900,000 guineas. A pricey one, but no surprise for a filly of this quality,
no,
Amanda.
No surprise at all. She couldn't be cheap by Galileo with that family, and she was a lovely filly.
In addition to the sustained investment at the top of the market by the Maktoum brothers, His Highness Sheikh Mohammed and Sheikh Hamdan, who together were responsible for the purchase of 38 individual offerings, this year's sale also saw increased investment from a variety of US-based buyers, thanks in no small part to agent Mike Ryan, who signed for over 20 yearlings at this year's sale.
It's been a good week. We hope we've got some quality stock to bring back, and we like coming here. Like the grass horses here, they're, in my opinion, the best in the world. And we've only got a few grass stallions in America that really, More Than Ready, Warfront, Kitten's Joy, and after that it's Scat Daddy's no longer with us. So this is the only place to come, in my opinion, or the best place, I should say, to come and, to find the best of Europe are here.
At the conclusion of another edition of Book 1 of the October Yearling sales, Tattersalls marketing director Jimmy George reflected on the week of trade.
I think overall, Book 1 of the October Yearling sale has been a very successful renewal in 2019. We came off the back of an extraordinary sale last year, and actually last year's sale turnover of 106 million guineas. That was the 7th consecutive year of new record turnover at Book 1. So it was always going to be an incredibly hard act to follow. But for the third year in a row, the turnover at this sale has exceeded 100 million guineas, second highest ever turnover this year, which I think is a remarkable achievement, bearing in mind the way of the world at this stage. It's extraordinary how resilient the bloodstock market can be, and The key to book one is, as ever, the quality of the yearlings, and that's so important to keeping the momentum going behind this sale and bringing the buyers here year after year after year. They know that they'll find the best yearlings to be found in Europe every year at book one. The top of the market has been very strong as ever. The Mactoum family are huge supporters of book one of the October yearling sale. They've had a huge impact this week. The Coolmore team, again, hugely successful, buying here year after year after year. It's an unmissable event for all the leading buyers, and they've made the sale a success as well. But there's been real depth as well to the market, and I think probably the key feature of that has been the increased number of American buyers we've seen. Trainer Chad Brown, agent Mike Ryan, Peter Brandt, their owner, they came here a couple of years ago. They had huge success, and on the back of that, it's created momentum behind the sale. And we've seen some of the very top names in American racing here this week. In addition to Chad and Mr. Brandt and Mike Ryan, we've had Todd Pletcher here for the first time. We've had the Winstar team, Elliot Walden and David Hanley, and plenty more besides, including another leading owner, Bob Edwards. So you throw all these guys into the mix and a few others, and it makes a big, big difference to the sale. And we think there'll be the thick end of 50-odd yearlings heading to America from this sale, which is a remarkable number. Overall, it's been a very good 3 days. Turnover of 102 million, which is second only to last year's record level. A good clearance rate in excess of 80%, and I think this bodes well as we look forward to books 2, 3 and 4 of the October yearling sale starting on Monday.